Good morning. Um, I woke up today to check on my dog. She's pretty. Sorry, ADD. I woke up today to a video of George Floyd's daughter. I think sitting on her uncle's shoulders with her hands in the air, yelling, "My daddy changed the world." And she's right, he did. But that's not what it should take. That's not what it should take. Okay. Um, I'm really happy to see that last night the violence was less in the protests. Yesterday I heard my friend told me he'd heard news that like some state senator had gotten like gassed and arrested. Um, and Jesus, okay, so like basically the publicity that like the world publicity, the news publicity, the national publicity that these protests needed to get, they got. And the people who are receiving the message, they're getting the message. They're not blaming any of the protesters for setting fires. We all know that was probably a bunch of anarchists who traveled across the country. People are thinking Joe Biden paid them. I don't know, man. Personally, I don't care. What I care about is that the message that the peaceful protesters and everyone who wanted to get organized for the sake of everyone, their message has been heard. The Pope's heard it. Europe has heard it. South America has heard it. Everybody's talking about this, and a lot of people might think that this is the time to declare victory. It's not. This isn't the time to escalate things. No, not at all. The fact that things were de-escalated yesterday was really good. Um, but now it's time to keep de-escalating them. And at this point, what I'm not saying is stop the protests. No. What I'm saying is I feel like now is the time to get organized on on a different level and stay organized on a different level, because at this point we have the view of the world, or you do. As I said in my other video, I'm not a citizen, so I'm not gonna. I am legal though. Nobody think I don't have a green card. Um, Sorry. Anyway, now's the time to put the pressure on them, and by that I mean politicians. Um, they have pressure on them right now, but that's just media. And the way they operate is they'll do the least that they can to pacify their voters so that they can just keep their office and they don't have to spend too much money to piss off the other voters who don't want them to do anything about the problem and don't want them to spend tax dollars either. But here's the thing. The pressure's on. And all of these protesters, I don't know who's organizing them, Black Lives Matter, all the organizations involved, y'all need to get together and keep this pressure on. Get your supporters to start calling. Get your supporters to keep calling. Get your supporters to write letters, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as they can a day. Just completely overload them. And I'm not saying kind of like a DDoS attack to take down somebody's servers. I'm saying make them know that this isn't going away. This problem is not going away, and we're not going to let them hide it under the rug ever again. We need to get organized on a civilian political level, get the pressure on them, and keep the pressure on until things change. Because that's what that little girl on those shoulders fucking deserves, man. And that's that.